Jim Davidson just humiliated Keir Starmer as UK's worst PM ever. In a shocking display of political theatre, Jim Davidson has thrust Keir Starmer into the spotlight, declaring him the UK's worst Prime Minister in history. This bold assertion comes at a time when the nation grapples with unprecedented challenges, and the stakes could not be higher. Could this bombshell moment mark a turning point in the political landscape, or is it merely a sensationalist outburst? Regardless, the ramifications of such a claim demand our attention. Starmer, once heralded as a unifying figure for the Labour Party, now finds himself embroiled in controversy. Critics argue he has betrayed the fundamental principles of his party, leaning too heavily into centrist policies that alienate core supporters. This shift, they say, is not just a political miscalculation but a profound disconnection from the electorate that has left many questioning his leadership. As the nation stands at a crossroads, many fear that Starmer's inability to galvanize support could have dire consequences for the Labour Party's future and the country at large. Historically, the UK has seen political leaders rise and fall under the weight of their decisions. From the aftermath of Brexit to the handling of the pandemic, each Prime Minister has faced scrutiny. Yet, Starmer's tenure has been marked by a lack of decisive action. Observers point to the recent local elections, where Labour's performance fell spectacularly short of expectations, as a clear sign of disillusionment with his leadership. If this trajectory continues, some analysts warn that it could spell disaster for Labour, echoing the catastrophic fallout experienced by the party during the 2019 general election under Jeremy Corbyn. Davidson's provocative statements tap into a broader narrative of discontent that is sweeping across the UK. Many political commentators highlight the growing unrest among the public, who feel increasingly disenfranchised by what they perceive as a political elite that is out of touch with their struggles. Critics argue that Starmer's failure to effectively communicate a compelling vision for the future is a betrayal of the democratic mandate he seeks to uphold. As a consequence, the British people may very well be standing on the precipice of a new era, one where trust in political institutions is severely tested. The implications of Davidson's comments extend beyond mere entertainment. They resonate with a populace that feels unheard and ignored. The notion that Starmer could be branded as the worst PM ever not only reflects a personal attack but also serves as an indictment of the political establishment as a whole. This sentiment is particularly potent in light of the economic turmoil and social injustices that plague the nation. Many fear that without a radical shift in leadership and direction, the UK risks stagnation and further division. The discourse surrounding Starmer has become a battleground where ideologies clash. Supporters of the Labour leader argue that his pragmatic approach is necessary for electability in a polarized political climate. However, opponents contend that such pragmatism comes at a cost, the sacrifice of bold, transformative policies that could genuinely address the pressing issues facing everyday citizens. This ideological struggle mirrors historical conflicts in UK politics, where the fight for the soul of the Labour Party has often been a fierce and contentious affair. As we navigate this complex political landscape, it is crucial for the British public to engage actively in the discourse. The sentiment is clear: the British people will not forgive a failure to represent their interests. This is not merely about one man's reputation, it is about the future of a nation grappling with existential challenges. With every day that passes, the urgency for a clear, bold vision grows. The country stands at a crossroads, and the choices made now will echo for generations to come. In conclusion, the clash between Jim Davidson's fiery rhetoric and Keir Starmer's leadership presents a critical moment for the UK. This could indeed mark a new era of influence, where the voices of the people rise against the establishment. It is time for citizens to make their voices heard, to like, subscribe, and join this growing community advocating for change. The struggle for the future of the UK is far from over, and every voice matters in this crucial fight for democracy and representation.